Hey, welcome back to part 2, where I look ahead on everything I have planned for Sprout a Planner and then a little bit of personal stuff as well. So keeping in the theme of first we reflect and then we plan ahead. So the last video was the very long-winded reflection on 2024, and now I'm ready to give you a much shorter winded, fingers crossed, look into 2025. Let's get started. All right, just like a quick recap, 2024, it really laid the groundwork so I can really hit the ground running for the most part. That is both on the business side and personal side. So let's take a look at business. It all comes down to this. Less is more. Let's start with business. I don't know if you follow Jenna Kutcher at all. She is also Minnesota based. I feel like that is the theme. Some of that's intentional, other of that is not intentional. She just put out a podcast episode recently talking about how this year in her business, she's really kind of rinsed and repeated because she's in a season with her little kids and she doesn't want to spend all this time on her business changing things up and all that. She's like, what's working is working. And this is a time in my business and life where I really want to be focused on my kids. And to do that, I want to keep the cadence with my business, keep things largely the same. They're working, and why shake it up right now when I don't want to make the capacity for that? So I was like, she just said it way better than what I was feeling, but it is same with me. So I built this business in 2020 with an 8-month-old at home and a 4-year-old and a pandemic. And this business had been on my heart for a while and it was in the making, but I launched it in 2020. And just ever since, like, this business has been built with me having little kids. And I thought as they got older, I would have more time to work on it. And it's kind of true. They are more independent. They're not like actively trying to kill themselves all the time. And they play by themselves and they can go outside independently and all that stuff now. But their needs evolve too. Even though they are 5 and 8, almost 9, they are still very dependent on me. They still like spending time with me. They want to spend time with me. I know that's not going to be forever. And I want more than anything to maximize this time with them because I know I won't always have it with them. I really want to embrace that spirit that Jenna Kutcher was talking about, and I really want to take what's working and rinse and repeat with business this year. And I want to focus on less because the goal is when they are in school, I want to be able to set myself up that when I pick them up, I am in a calm state of mind. I've ended my day. I've had a wind down. Not wine, like a wind down, and I want to be able to pick them up calmly. I want to leave the work behind me, and so that I can focus fully on them and my household at that time. So that means I only have like 5 hours out of the day to work. And then I also want to take the 5th day that they are in school, and I want to really focus on finances and getting our house stocked with stuff. I want to take summers largely off. I want more people time, but I want it to be just smarter, more strategic. And then I also need personal time. Like, I just need to heal from being productive all the time. And so I also need to really build that in. In other words, I need more margin, and therefore I need to simplify things. Here is the strategy. Here is like the 4-step strategy that I have for Sprout a Planner this year. Number 1, of course, keep making good product. I will continue to listen to feedback. I will continue to know that planners are the main show. They are the best actors. And then any accessories that I make are going to be that supporting actor. So I just want it to be like a very meaningful line coming up. I would love to, if I can stay on schedule, I really want to release mid-year planners, including the hourly planner. That's what I'm striving for. Man, making a whole product line and launching it right at the end of school, that's a whole doozy. But I am trying my hardest because I would really love that. But I know a lot of you have said they want mid-year. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's number 1. Keep making good product. Number 2, for my marketing realm, I'm going to be focusing primarily on YouTube. YouTube and emails. And YouTube is going to feed my email list, and my email list is going to direct towards YouTube. I mean, like, it will be, I don't know, I'm still kind of working out this detail. It's just going to be those 2 things. That is the time I have for it. I have other things I'm like, I want to blog. I want to get more on Pinterest. No. I mean, yes, I want those things, but that takes time. YouTube has its own strategy, its own thing, like its own algorithm, its own learning curve, huge one. Pinterest has its own, email marketing has its own, Instagram has its own. Everything takes so much time and has its own strategy. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that, and I don't want to make time for that. I'm focusing two. YouTube emails. So that's second and third. Good products, YouTube emails. And the last thing is 2 more outsources. So I talked last time how I outsourced bookkeeping. I outsourced my product photographer. I need to outsource fulfillment. Like, I need to get that off my plate. So that's going to be a focus of finding an excellent fulfillment center. And then customer service too. I need to find just gem of a person to be answering emails and responding to people, and that I'm still in the loop, so I'm still aware. Personal great messages can still get sent on to me, but it is taking so much time away that I just have to face I don't have it. And if I want to keep growing this business and I want to keep it going, I have to focus my time on creating good products and talking about them. So that's the strategy. That's like the 4-thing strategy that I have for this year. One thing I kind of said in my email, I am getting off Instagram and Facebook for a couple different reasons. First one, I don't love it. I will go through periods of inspiration, but they're very short-lived, and then I just feel like, oh, I haven't posted to stories, and I'm constantly coming back being like, sorry about that, and I hate how you feel like a slave to that machine, where you're just like, okay, you gotta keep feeding this, and you gotta get on. I despise it. Another reason, it was something around election time that it broke me. It was so ugly on there. I basically, election week got off, and I really haven't been back on. I haven't even really checked messages from people. Like, it's a terrible business move. But I'm like, I can't be on here. And 3, I can't resist it. I know I haven't been on there, but I've been on like Facebook, which is on the personal side. But it's like, I get sucked into it. And when I'm weak and like don't have a lot of self-control, so much time will go by. I use it as a scapegoat if I don't want to do something. Like, it has a stronghold on me that is not okay with me anymore. And I never, ever get off feeling good about my time spent on there. I come off feeling like I'm so behind on my relationship. I've wasted so much time. My neck hurts. Like, it's just, there is really very, 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 very little positive things that come out of those 2. And I'm not saying that's for everyone. This is just for me, because like, I can see how it's fun and creative. I totally see that. But for me, I can't do it anymore. So I'm getting off of that. Now, like, deep diving, we've talked about the products. YouTube, right now I'm going through, Trena Little is her name. She is a YouTube business expert. So she helps businesses do YouTube, which is different than like influencers who are just trying to gain more and more and more followers. She's trying to make YouTube work for you, for your business. She has a great program. That is my big learning for YouTube, is going through her program. And hopefully by the time I come out of it, I have like a full strategy for the whole year. And then I just have to make videos like this. It's great. And my goal is to release a video every week. So I think that would be great. I would love to do more shorts on there. That would like fulfill that kind of fun space that I won't have on Instagram anymore if I can do some shorts. But so for sure, I'm going to be on YouTube way more this year. And then on the email side, again, I want this to be a really high value place. I don't want people to be like, oh, here's another email from Sprouted Planner, like delete. I just want my emails to be something that people look forward to, want to read. Like, I want it to be entertaining and funny. I want it to be worth their time. I want it to be informative. Also, my email folks to be the first to know about new products and to get like great discounts and exclusive discounts. So my email list is gold. And I need to treat it like my little precious ring, like my little golden egg that I want to take care of. So that is how I'm thinking about that. Looping back on the outsourcing of fulfillment. Amazing and as fun as it is to like see the orders come through and pack it for people and write little special notes, like that makes it worth it. But again, like something has to give, and that is something that has to give. Also, like I keep them in a storage garage and in my garage, and I'm constantly running the storage garage and redoing this and grabbing stuff. And so if all the product can live in one space in the fulfillment center and they could do it all. Like, that would be great. That would be super helpful. So that would clear up a lot of time. Somebody for customer service too. Like, this has to be the right person. I do not want this just to be some rando VA, not calling VAs bad or anything like that. Like, this role has to be must love planners. It has to be the right person. But I want to do this because, one, you as my customers deserve better service. You deserve better response times. You deserve better customer service, although, like, I don't think I give bad. It's like too much time in between. I'm constantly being like, I'm so sorry that I haven't responded in a week. That's not okay. Better service for you. Again, frees up my time so that I can do only what I can uniquely do, which is make products and talk about them, which is make meaningful videos and hopefully great emails. So that is my business focus. I will show you my calendar. I have it all laid out.
Okay, I know that you can see my outline. Hey, it's very glary with the windows behind me. But here is one of the layouts of the large printable. If you get this, it comes with, I think, 6 different designs that you can choose from. So this is the one I went with, the horizontal one. This I printed off blueprint size and then had it framed. I forget the size of the frame. It's all in the product info. I did have to fold it just slightly to get it in there, but it pretty much fits. I love it because I have up here, there's a blank spot where you can kind of put a theme or a focus, an intention up there. So I have everything filled out for every kind of, not every month apparently, for most of the months. And then I have kind of the big major things that I need to do for that month. And then I also have on here, I use different color wet erase markers. I highly recommend wet erase because they won't smear off as you're writing everywhere. Purple is personal, orange is holidays, and then black is business. That was super fun, mapping everything out, thinking ahead, just in the theme of less is more. If I can really focus on this, I think it will be great.
On the personal side, as I talked and rambled through in my last video, I really feel like the Lord is calling me to presence. Something about, I want you to be present because I want to do a thing in your life and I want you to be present for it. And so I'm like, well, I was served this word when I was not even expecting it. And so the way I'm going about that is, surprise, surprise, less. Less is more. So that is really the theme. And by less, I mean declutter. Ugh. We live in a pretty small house. There's just too much. It's just too much stuff and I feel like I'm drowning in it. So I want to do a huge declutter of this house, get way less, make way more white space for us. I feel like I'm constantly hurrying around and doing things. I want to get better about not hurrying around with less stuff. You don't have to hurry so much. Less distraction. I want to be on my phone way less. When I did Time Genius, she talked about like taking all notifications off your phone and setting up do not disturb times. So I did that for up till school was out last year. And now I'm like, and then I stopped. And now I'm like, why haven't I done that? So I reset up my work do not disturb, except for my important calls that come through. And then as a screensaver, so it's on right now. Let's see. So then you choose a screensaver background specifically when it goes on do not disturb. So I have for my working time, stay focused. Just like a white background, stay focused. And then I'm also going to set up one for when the kids are home from school and find one that says be present. And then have only these like set times where I am checking, responding to text messages. My brain, I get too distracted. If you ping me, I'm like running to check my text messages, even though I'm terrible at responding. So I'll check them, not respond. It's dumb. So it's like set up time, check it, respond, be done. That way, less distraction, less being my phone, less packing orders. That takes up a huge part of my personal time too, not just work time, like I said. Less email vetting. Oh man, at the beginning of this year, I have unsubscribed from so much. In my inbox, I'm just like unsubscribe, like, and then for all the marketing things I still want to get, like I still like certain companies and like getting them. For example, like Olive and June, the nail company, I like getting all that send just a bajillion emails. I created filters for all of them. Why I haven't done this before? filter, they skip your inbox and they go right to that folder. So that has been amazing. I just want to vet less emails, like less emails, less of all that, which allows more time for connection and presence with God, with Aaron, my husband, with the kids. It allows more rest, more margin, more reading. Like I really want to read more space for creativity, and hugely more peace. That's the whole theme of this year. Less for more and to be present. That's 2025 for you, and I am pumped. So there's still a lot to do, but I'm trying to get the system set up so that I can just focus. I can focus and I can just be present and joyful in it. I hope it was fun and insightful. It's always great hearing people's view and their goals and their outlook and their hopes and everything for the upcoming year. And of course, I am realistic. Things happen. Like really awful things happen too. And so I think that all just ties in nicely to just intentionality. It all kind of comes back to that of just like, man, I don't think you can go wrong if you focus on your people, what you value most. That yes, maybe the outcomes aren't going to be exactly what you want or what you plan for. If you're goal setting, that may not come to fruition. But if you are leaning into those values and living them out intentionally every day, then even when the really hard things come, it's not like it all goes to hell. It's just, it may look different. You're still hitting the pillow at night, knowing that you've leaned deeply into what matters most. So that is what I hope for you too in 2025. Whatever comes at you, that you know that you are really leaning into the things that matter and that you can weather whatever storm comes at you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your big things are this year. Like, or even if it's just one thing, what is something you're focusing on this year? I would love to hear that. If you would be willing to, let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for spending your precious time watching this. I am so grateful for all of you, and I can't wait to spend this year doing this all with you and just giving you, I think, the best that I have yet. All right, thanks, y'all. I'll catch you next time. Who else? What? Why? Why did you just do that?